Bitch, nobody care what your name is. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. What up? All right, ready? So this is shit I was talking about. Right? So we're gonna just exploit what little bitch is saying. Right? So this is the reality of what we're dealing with. This is the Matrix. Okay? And the greater reality, the real reality, is outside of this construct. Right? So what is the artificial matrix? It's this social order which has been set up. And this is the order right here. Okay? It's this social order which is set up. It's worldwide. So it started out in over where they call Sumeria, or that region where you had Babylon over there. Okay. And then it spread throughout the world. This is Nimrod's religion, or order of society, right? Where everything is ruled by the lower self, right? And it's a form of classism based on colorism or complexion, status / wealth, and bloodlines. And everything is interconnected. So when they be like socio-political, economic, when the white people be trying to sound all technical, that's what they mean. All they're saying is the social aspect of society, the economic aspect, and the political aspect. Socio-political, economic, when that's this, y'all should know that already. That's white people just talking, right? So what is this all used for? It's used for divide and conquer. So if you've been around the page, you know what limpieza de sangre is, or mejorar la raza with the Spanish people and their racism. It's the same thing. So when you look at Latinos being racist, and then you look at white people being racist, and you look at East Indians being racist, you look at the Chinese being racist, it's all the same system because they are all related to each other. They're all related. These are all children of Japheth. So please understand that. These are Japheth. They come in all different shades. From pale face, because they interbred with Neanderthals and Denisovans, to the very darkest of dark skin. Some of them darker than American Negroes, right? I'm talking jet black. They look like white men with jet black skin. These are the real Aryans, the original Aryans. Okay? Why do you think Hitler was able to go over to that region over in India and dialogue with their shamans? Because they're the same stock of people. Why do you think Hitler was able to go to Tibet and able to get the Tibetan monks to lead him to the underground cities and different places and tell him where different ancient artifacts were? Because they're the same race or stock of people. Gog, Magog, Japheth, or however you want to call them, they're all the same people. Except they're not totally Japheth. They're hybrids. Remember this, all right? I'm gonna show you. So look, they're all the same. This is the fallen angel matrix, and the fallen angel's children, who are these bloodlines which run the world, right? So the illusion or the artificial matrix hides the true world realm, which is ruled by bloodlines, right? Everything is ruled by bloodlines. So hang on. So here we go. In ancient times, nation equals race and nationality equaled race. So if you were a Israelite and you moved over into Assyrian territory, you didn't call yourself an Assyrian. You didn't call yourself an Assyrian Israelite. You were an Israelite living in Assyria. Do you understand? If you take an African zebra and you move it from Africa and you take it to fucking Europe, it doesn't become a European zebra. It's still an African zebra. It's just changed its location. It's the same thing with white people. White people aren't European. White people aren't American. White people aren't Southern American. They're none of that shit because they don't belong to any of these places. They're not original to any of these places. They're the savages, which are the hybrids of the Neanderthals. Right? Let's keep going. Look, so these are the pawns in the game, right? So let's just go over here to a chessboard real quick, and then I'll come back. We'll go to a chessboard. Life is a game, right? Chessboard. Get that chessboard right there, boy. Chessboard. This is the Earth plane with the flat Earth plane, right? Let's pretend this is the flat Earth plane that we're on. You see the face of the flat Earth plane, the checkerboard? This is the matrix, the black and white, right? This is what I'm talking to you about. You see this, everything here? That's that. You understand? Okay, so if you don't understand the players in the game, you see these little pieces here? These are the players in the game, right? See, this is us, this is our side. This is the Psalm 83 and all these cocksuckers working against us, right? You see the players in the game, the pawns and players in the caste system, right? Who are the wicked players of the game? The modern Europeans, the modern Asians, and the East Indian Aryans, right? Let's just see real quick. Right? Let's look at the Aryans, what region they occupied. Right? Isn't this where Scythia is? Right? The Scythia, the Cimmerians. Not Sumerians, Cimmerians. Right? Where else is there? Let's see who are Indo-Aryans. See the Iranians, right? Old Indo-Aryans, old Persians. The Persians are Aryans. Are you understanding? These are all the same. They're all the same people, more or less. Right? So you got modern Europeans, modern Asians, and East Indians, right? Then you got the hybrids and the other nations in the middle. So the ones in pink are the hybrids. The Ottoman Turks, which is either Arabs, right? They're hybrids. They're pawns in the game being used by the wicked players, the Europeans, Asians, and Indians, to oppress the players of righteousness, the Negroes, right? The Shemitic race. So Ham and Japheth are working together to team up against Shem, pretty much. And there are also some Shemitic people who are represented by the Boule, right? There are also some of our own people participating as pawns being used against us. Okay? And it's freezing because they know I'm fucking killing it with this breakdown. So this here are these people. So all these are the pawns, right? So these are the fucking Hispanics and Latinos, the Aboriginal, or let me say down here, the Hispanics and Latinos, the Aboriginal Africans, the motherfucking Arabs, right? They're the pawns in the game. They're being used to keep us in check over here, right? And then we got our own pawns, which these ones here are the Boule Society. We think that they work on our behalf, but really these pawns don't work for us. And that's what we need to understand. We're only working with these back pieces here. And that's what we need to realize. This is all we got is these back pieces here. Okay? We don't have any pawns to take the pressure off of us. Right? Now, who are these pieces? You got your rook, you got your horse, your bishop, your queen, your king, and you know your pieces and how they move. If you don't know the pieces or how the pieces are supposed to operate on the board, you're not going to understand the matrix that we're living in. And you're always going to be surprised at when another nation of people who you didn't think were racist display racism against you. You are on your own, niggas. These other nations are not for us. They are not our friends. They move into your neighborhood to make money off you. That is the deal that they have with themselves and white people. Do you understand? They're not here for us. They're here on our land, making a living and sending all the profits back to their dirty ass people in whatever country they come from. Okay? So you see it there. So you got your Ottoman Turks, your East Indian Dravidians, right? Now, why would I have East Indian Dravidians down here, but I got East Indian Aryans up here? V, what are you talking about? Well, within India, this caste system that we're talking about, right, which is based on complexion, status, wealth, and bloodlines, it's also applied within the Indian culture. So we have Negroes over there, or not Negroes, we have our people over there as well. They're discriminated against. But then there are the real Indians, the original Aryan people, right? They're the ones who are discriminated against by the mixed breed mutts. Okay? So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Let's go to real... No. Let me just go. India, racism, North and South. So in the south of India, you'll find a great distinction, right? So in India, you find a great distinction. In the north of India, they look like the light-skinned people. They look like these people here. These are the people that you always see in the pamphlets and being shown and out on TV. The light-skinned, white-skinned, hybridized Aryans, right? Then you got the original Aryans, or the Dravidians, the original Indians, Dravidians, right? You got Aryans, then you got Dravidians. So please understand, India, there's racism within their own country. Let's see. Look at it here. Okay? Look at them. Look at them. Surrounding these African dudes. Look. They are not our people. And you got to realize that. Okay? Where the hell is there? Okay, so these motherfuckers. These are the East Indian Aryans. You understand? These guys. Okay, now who are the Dravidians? Let me just type in Dravidians. See, here goes another one. Look at this. Nuristani, father and son. The Nuristani are an original albino people of the Hindu Kush mountain region of eastern Afghanistan. Okay, these guys are from Pakistan. These are Pakistani people. Do you understand? But they're just albinos. Right? Yo, I'm telling you, this shit is so easy to figure out once you figure it out properly. Right? Let's type in Dravidians so you can see what a Dravidian look like. And you're gonna see they look. Do you see what I'm saying? These are the people of India. They will not show you. You understand? These are the people in southern India. Right? They're not our people, but you can still tell they're Aboriginal. You understand? See, he's got this is why I tell you there are Caucasians with dark skin. Right? This is a Caucasian phenotype. He just has dark skin. Right? And then you got, let's see the Aryans. We did Dravidians. Let's see Aryans. Here we go. Perfect description. North India man, South India man. It gets no better than this. Right? So, chessboard. So, how is the caste system set up? How is the social status set up? You got the true sovereigns. Then you got the fronts, the people that we know are the presidents and kings and queens and things like that. Those are just fronts, right? Then you got category C, which is white or citizen, or you're a member of this society, right? And then there's black, which is the last, which is second class citizenship, which is you're not really a part of it, but you're governed over by it. You're not a part of it as in a part of the government unless you sell out and become a Boule member. All right. So how is this broken down? So, okay, we got a social system set up where it's true sovereigns, white and black. Then how is that determined? How do you determine who's a true sovereign? True sovereigns are determined by bloodline priority. Okay? The fronts or the fake sovereigns, right? The socio-political economic elite and the boule. That's based on bloodline and wealth. Do you understand? So there's a reason why Barack Obama is able to get into the office and win the presidency, and he's able to participate in the game because he's a part of that system. He's linked in through process step number B, through bloodline and through wealth, right? Then you got complexion, wealth, and status. This is where this book comes in, right? The wages of whiteness. How did the elite keep poor white people from teaming up with poor Negroes in order to take them down? They paid white people off with a psychological wage, right? This is what this whole system was set up for, to give these people a psychological wage, right? So that these people could be used as tools against these people by these people. It's real fucking easy, right? And then the last one is based on bloodline, complexion, wealth, and status, right? Everything is against Negroes. Everything. Okay? We don't have the complexion for the protection, and we never will. And because we don't have the complexion for the protection, that limits opportunities for us to make the money in order to collect all the wealth we need to move up in society. So our complexion automatically against us, right? The fact that our complexion is against us means that our opportunity to gain wealth is going to be a direct link to that. So when they try and tell you that race and economics are not linked together, they're a fucking piece of shit. Do you understand? All right. So wealth and status, we know, go together. So if we can't get any opportunities because this system is being run by these people who are instructing these people to purposely limit these people, then of course we're going to be at the bottom of the barrel. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right. That false sense of superiority, this is what it's all based on. Right. It's a psychological wage. So let's just do this real quick. What does it say? So let me, the players in the game, there's the players of darkness or wickedness, which are separated from the pawns due to bloodline purity or percentage of the fallen angel archon genetics or RH negative factor. So these people which are ruling the board game, right? They're outside of the board game, but they're not outside the greater reality. They're right in the midst, in the middle here, right? Where it says divide and conquer Hegelian dialectic strategy. Right. These are these people here, the modern Europeans, Asians, and Indians, the elite amongst their people, right? They have that RH negative factor. Then you got modern Europeans mixed with Neanderthals, modern Asians mixed with Denisovans, East Indians or Aryans merged with both Neanderthals and Denisovans. This gives an increased proclivity for RH negative factor, which provide evidence for non-earthly Y chromosomal lineages. This is where Lloyd Pye comes in, right? This is the royal elite serpent seed bloodline. This is why, like the Queen of England will claim to be a descendant of Muhammad, and then at the same time she has lineages which tie back to King Tut and all this type of shit. They're not lying to you. They're telling you the truth. Those elite were the same hybridized people who infiltrated societies back in the day, erased all the artifacts of them reptile hybrids even existing, and creating these world religions, the black sun worship. Are you understanding what's going on? Right? So this serpent seed bloodline, the players on the side of light or righteousness here in the brown, right, us Negroes, are separated from the pawns due to bloodline purity. Just like the elite separate themselves from these ones in the middle for bloodline purity, they also do the same with us because we have God's genetics. They got the fallen angels genetics. We have God's genetics. These are tares. We are the wheat, right? So look. Those Negroes are the closest to Yah's genetics of the original man, Adam. The pawns in the game are the mixed breed tare lineages of hybrids, as well as the Adamite lineages proclaimed in Psalm 83. right? So all this shit makes sense. All right? So now let's get back.
Pilgrims come here to pray to the saint and goddess Karni Mata. But this temple also houses other deities.
Y'all can hear it?
They run rampant in the courtyards.
Now, everybody knows rats spread disease. This is part of the reason why when Joseph was in charge of Egypt, he was able to keep land and to store grain and the grain not go bad for so many years. You're talking about 7 years. What was it? 7 years of drought or something like that. You know how long you have to keep grain stored? Do you know how many rodents and how many of these scavengers will dig and burrow into your shit? Drop shit, rat shit, right where the grain is. Do you know how much disease was spread? Right? These stinking ass people who are supposed to be smart people, they swear to God and think they're so much smarter than black people, and they're not. They're not even as smart as us. So how can you be smarter? You're not even as smart. These motherfuckers eat and worship with rats and have the nerve to talk shit about black people. You eat and worship with rats. You are a savage, a heathen, just like the Torah Tanakh says. Right?
Spill out of doors.
Look at this shit.
Tumble downstairs. Scurry around.
It's like a Bronx apartment.
And there's not one, not two, but over 15,000 of them inside. Welcome to the Rat Temple.
We consider the rats as a form of the goddess. We worship them.
Jatudin is a priest of the Karni Mata temple in the village of Deshnok near Bekaner. It's his job to look at...
See the symbolism? The long corridor heading towards the light, right? Black and white checkerboard, controlling of both sides. Come on, man.
After the rats.
They do eat rats. That's a fact.
Serve them. He also drinks, eats, and sleeps with them.
The man drink, eat, and sleep with blood clot rat them. And I have the nerve for talk about black people. So here's your ammunition, black folk. I'm giving it to you. Defend yourself against these shitheads.
Jatudin believes they are his ancestors, reborn as rats.
Yes, you guys are rats.
My fathers, my grandfathers, my whole family is here.
Look at this shit.
When they die, they're born as rats. When a rat dies, it's born as us humans.
That might seem preposterous to many in the West, but people here believe in reincarnation.
See, reincarnation is a concept, but you see how the other nations pervert the concept of reincarnation, right? Talking about you come back as an animal, you come back as a dog, a rat, a cow.
Jatudin and his clan are descendants of the goddess. They believe it's a special gift to be born and reborn in her tribe, under her care.
Look at these nasty motherfuckers, man.
It is the order of the Mother Goddess. While we live, we'll live here. And when we die, we'll become rats.
So sacred are these rats that they're treated like celebrities.
Nigga said the rats. Look who there taking pictures. Look who there taking pictures. Hold up, nigga. You can't make this shit up, nigga. I'm telling you, look who there taking pictures. Taking pictures. Look.
Every day, busloads of tourists arrive at the temple.
Look at this shit.
But to get in, they're required to do something that makes many shudder.
You gotta step in all that rat shit.
Shoes and go barefoot.
The niggas, how you in there with rats and you talking about it's dirty? But you in there with no fucking shoes on. There's shit everywhere.
The rule prevents people from squishing the rats.
Oh my God. Do you see how stupid the heathen nations are? How you gonna squish a rat with shoes on, but you magically take the shoes off and all the weight of your body magically goes away? What the These people are fucking stupid and they got the nerve to talk shit.
But it makes for a sticky experience.
Look at this.
The floors are littered with rat excrement.
It makes for a sticky experience. So these motherfuckers is stepping in fresh rat shit. And it's all on their foot bottom. And then they go home and then they slide their feet back into their shoes and go home. They're nasty.
There's just one man scooping up after the gods. All over the temple, visitors are taking chances they wouldn't normally dare. And children are allowed to do things people elsewhere would find horrific.
That's child abuse, man. How you got these young babies around fucking nasty ass disease-ridden rodents? You see the Torah tell us how to be clean. This is how you know these other dirty ass nation of people. They're not clean. They're a filthy nation of people. And I'm not just talking about the Paki them. I'm talking about Europeans. I'm talking about Asians. Them all filthy. Bet money next time you go to the bathroom, right? Whether you're in an airport, the fucking terminal, whether you're in a public bathroom, or anywhere, right? Where these other nations of people are, you watch who wash their hands. Especially them Asians and East Indians. They are notorious for taking a shit and not washing their hands. Then you wonder why diseases always spread. It's them.
He fed the rat with his hands. He doesn't get scared. The rats here don't do anything. That's the special thing about this place. The rats here are harmless.
But outside this temple, when it comes to rats, there's always fear. The fear of disease. Rats can infect humans with over 20 kinds of illnesses. But even here, there are risks involved. Rats don't have to bite to infect humans. Fur, food...
They don't have to bite. They can get you with their fur or the food that you eating from them, you're sharing. Nigga, if a rat have lice and fleas, what do you think these dog hair heathen have? Right? Hold up. Let me see if these dog hair heathens. Lice, flea problem in India. Let's see if they got a lice and a flea problem. Nigga, I'm gonna get pet armor for all the heathen nations. I'm gonna get some pet armor. I gotta find out if there's a lice in India. If there's a lice problem in India, I bet you there is.
And skin are all open channels. And rats can urinate anywhere, even on people. Many, like this family, are testing their courage.
I didn't want to come inside. I was so scared, but he dragged me here.
But getting dangerously close is just part of the experience, especially if it leads you to God.
What? You see what I'm saying? They gotta experience walking in rat shit and eating with rats and facing disease and death in order to get close to God. That sound like a God of what? Of Jeremiah 7:21-24? Sound like one of them type of gods, right? It don't sound like our God. Our God don't tell us to do that. Our God tell us to separate from nasty heathen behaviors, right? Shit that don't make no sense. Shit that has biological consequences. Our God didn't give us laws just because he said so. There's a reason behind the laws.
Priest Jatudin and the other members of his clan devote themselves to serving the rats. Their belief in reincarnation is so strong that they never treat them as mere rodents. Clan members like Davidon eat and drink with the rats.
Look at this shit.
And break bread with the family. He calls the rats Kabbas, or little children, and feeds them first before eating himself.
The fuck?
In the temple's kitchen, Jatudin's wife is preparing lunch.
And then this is the thing.
The rats are the official...
This is the thing. You niggas will go over to these other countries talking about, you gotta travel, bro. You gotta experience other people's cultures, bro. And you're sitting in the front area. They don't take you to the back to show you what's going down. But that's what's going down in the back. They got rats running all everywhere. They're preparing your food, and they give you your food out there. You pay your money. You got rat shit and fur and all this type of nastiness in your fucking food. And because that's a part of their culture, which you wanted to experience so bad. So bad. All these niggas saying, oh, get on the plane and travel to why the fuck I gotta travel anywhere when I can look to see how nasty they are? Why would I travel to go be over there with rats and people who eat with rats? Fuck out of here.
Tasters.
They can eat everything out here. Sweets, greens, snacks, even green chilies if it likes.
It's an act that would shut down any restaurant in the West. But in this kitchen, it's a sign of good fortune.
If they eat with us, we feel good. If you stop them, then the mother goddess will get upset. She will get angry.
The rats are even free.
Yeah, I've heard the Japanese are really anal retentive about being clean, but then again, I've heard other things too. So
To lick the plates.
look at this
For
shit.
the devotees of Karni Mata, embracing the taboo is an act of faith. What's important is not what these rats look like to others. It's what their worshippers see in them.
Oh shit! I don't know how these niggas. Hold on 1 second. All right, so let me throw my phone on the charger real quick, just in case this motherfucker die. And see how much time I got. Okay, we got half an hour. Let me let the phone charge for a couple minutes, and we gonna play this. But this shit crazy. Motherfuckers eating with rats, bro. Eating with rats, sleeping with rats, taking their shoes off and stepping in straight rat shit. And have the nerve. Okay, y'all see me? Hang on a second. Oh, okay, there we go. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Had to get me a little salad there, boy. Had to get me a little salad there. Okay, so you see it. These niggas eating with rats and have the nerve to talk shit about Negroes. They can never talk shit about us. But the problem is, black people don't educate themselves about themselves, and we don't educate ourselves about these other dirty ass nations of people, so we can throw that shit in their face. I can show you all types of shit about Aryan people. They be fucking animals, and the bestiality which goes on in India. Hella bestiality going on in India. Nobody want to talk about that. Hella racism going on in India where they discriminate against Africans. They discriminate against Negroes, which are over there. I forget what they're called, but there's a specific group of our people which are over in India, which are treated like absolute shit. You understand? And they're Israelites. I forget what they call, but I had ordered a book about it, and they're said to have come from over here, come from the West, right? These motherfuckers be nasty, bro, nasty. So, just wait a few more minutes. I just need to get my phone charged back up. It's on 6%. That's what I need to do. I need to get I keep saying that. I gotta get contacts. I'm blonde than a motherfucker. Nah, but that's the crazy shit is, like, even, like, going to the high school I went to, 'cause one of my people from high school is there, so she can vouch if she want to. We outnumbered all these other nations of people. So when it came to Negroes, we outnumbered all the other nations of people. So it was mostly Spanish kids there and niggas, right? But most of the quote-unquote Spanish kids was just niggas who spoke Spanish. But as far as the East Indians, white people, Asians, they were the minority. So ask her how it used to go down in Wagner. We didn't pick on nobody. We didn't fuck with nobody. We didn't discriminate against anybody. If anything, we allowed them to participate. We wanted them to participate. We did make fun of certain people like fucking Manny. I don't remember Manny Osahan. Remember the Sikh dude that fucking Pedro used to fuck with all the time, right? Ripped his fucking thing off. But Pedro is not a Negro. Pedro is one of them fucking. He one of them bebe violaciones. No offense to him. He never did anything wrong to me. It's just the reality of what it is. He's at one of them other nations of people. He not us. But when it comes to Negroes, we violated, but we weren't violating niggas super crazy. You understand? It was just typical high school. But if you go to a white high school where you're the minority, you get racially abused all the fucking time. All the time. Go talk to anybody who go to all white schools. Talk to UB News. UB News will tell you his story about the high schools he went to and shit. Niggas be fucking cows and shit, fucking goats and all. Niggas said they smell, and that's a fact. Cause the only friend that I made in that middle school where they tried to racially abuse me at, right? The only friend that I made there, this Indian cat, I used to go over his house and play that whatever that Pokemon game was for N64 at the time. So I used to go over there and play that shit when my mom was at work, and that nigga house always used to stink, yo. My mom used to say all the time, you come home smelling like curry. Nigga, them niggas be chefing that curry in their house. All the doors and windows be locked, but somehow, some way, your yard is still smelling like curry. Niggas in here asking random questions. Alright, let me see how much battery I got. Hang on. Alright, so I got 9% battery. I'm going to give it another 2 or 3 minutes to charge because we got... Yeah, I'll give it 3 more minutes because then we only going to have 20 minutes for this live. And then that's it. There's no such thing as black Israelites. That doesn't make any sense. That's like saying fucking white Jewish people. There's no such thing as Jewish people are white. Or let me not. Jewish is a religion, so let me take that back. That's like saying a white modern European. That's an oxymoron. Modern Europeans are white people, and vice versa, right? So in the same sense, you can't say black Hebrew Israelite. That's a cult. That's within One West camps. We're not black. Black is a social status, right? Black is a crayon color. Clearly, my mustache on my face is black. You can distinguish my mustache from the rest of my fucking face because my rest of my face isn't black. It's brown. You understand what I'm getting at? So saying black Hebrew Israelites is fucking retarded. Stop saying that shit. Exactly. I'm not black. I'm a Hebrew. I'm an Israelite. Specifically an Israelite. Because there are different nations of people who are Hebrews. Hebrew just means descending from Eber, right? Sons of Eber. Sons of Eber. Amongst them are Abraham's forefather, Arphaxad, right? Arphaxad had a number of brothers who had their own nations or had their own families, which go on to become other nations of people, right? So all Hebrews aren't Israelites. But all Israelites are Hebrew. So you gotta understand, you gotta study more. That's the only way you're gonna understand. Oh, you a troll account. You got to go, Master Chief. You got to go. Troll account. Doo-doo-doo. Got to get you up out of here. Kendrick is an agent. I don't know that for a fact, But you mark my words, from how he interacts with the industry and what they... don't be surprised if Kendrick, as we get closer to 2019 and 2020, if Kendrick starts to reach out to some of us. He ain't gonna reach out to me because I know them niggas be watching. I'll see right through that motherfucker. Not just him, but any and everybody on that side of the coin. Y'all niggas stay over there. You understand? But the rest, because when I spoke to UB, I'm probably trying to link up with UB tomorrow, because that's probably likely the only day I'm gonna be able to link up with him. But me and him were having a discussion, and we were talking about how these agents, right, these celebrities, and this is why I say they gonna get mad. This is why I say bitches are fucking stupid, right? And they're fucking naive, and they're a bunch of attention whores. They go to all the bad bitches, all the good-looking women, or what perceived good-looking women who follow our pages, right? They go to our followers, click on followers, then they scroll down the following list for any women I guess they're attracted to or they think we may find attractive, and they go to those women and they tell those women to go ask us certain questions or ask us certain things. You understand what I'm saying? And then once we answer them, those bitches then go back to these fucking agent celebrities and they divulge the information, right? It's a good thing niggas not stupid, right? So how do we know this? There are women who come forward to UB to tell UB that B.O.B. was in they DM. And you know how stupid bitches are. Right? Bitches get geeked when a celebrity, somebody famous, it could be an ugly nigga. But if the nigga is famous, and that's my problem with women. Women are material. So even if a nigga is ugly, they'll still get with that nigga because of what he can offer them. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't no different with these bitches out here right now in the truth. It's no fucking different. And yes, I'm going to say bitches because that's what they are. That's why I had to ban that other bitch, but she not a part of our nation, so I really don't care. I expect that behavior. Right? That CIA, Cianex, or whatever the hoe's name is. The bitch is a fucking agent. You understand? And this is what's going down. They stay in motherfuckers' DMs, right? Stay trying to suck and fuck niggas and get information. So these are whores. This is what UB was telling me. There was this bitch, this bedwench that was going around in the Black Panther and sleeping with different Black Panther members and then trying to play them against each other. That bitch was trying to play me against Zion. And then she was trying to play me against UB News. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why niggas need to keep their egos in check. Because these bitches out here ain't shit. This is why Proverbs 31 says what it says. And this is why I say what I say about majority of these women. They're not trustworthy. And they would get niggas killed. They would get niggas killed. And this is the reality. This is the reality for real. Give me a second. And they would get niggas killed. This is why I have to put everything out in the public. People are like, oh, you're being a little bitch. Like, first off, you have no idea why I'm doing anything I'm doing. You fucking faggot. You think everything is about emotion. Everything more or less is about strategy. You understand? If I'm being shared with a potential fucking agent and I disappear, at least the public knows where to start looking. You understand? It's like people tell me, oh, if you go traveling to another state or you go to somewhere where you don't know, you mean to tell me you text your brothers or you text your mom and your dad and you tell them, yo, I'm going to be at this location at this address just in case anything happened to me and I go missing, you know where to start looking. It has nothing to do with being childish. It has nothing to do with being a baby. It has every and anything to do with being intelligent and knowing what's going on in the world. I'm a grown-ass man, but when I travel somewhere, knowing what I do, I make sure I tell one of my loved ones, at least one of them, where I'm going to be, and I snapshot a face of the people I'm going to be chilling with. You understand? That time when I was first meeting Raspy, you can ask my mom on everything. Ask my mother. I sent my mom a picture of Raspy. And I said to her, I'm headed down to Atlanta. This is the address I'm going to be at. If I disappear or I end up dead, one thing you need to do is check to see if they took my organs. The second thing is go find that man and there's his face and that's his name. Do you understand? I'm not no dummy. You understand? I wasn't born yesterday. That nigga Shem laughing. This nigga laughing, but I'm dead serious, King. This shit no joke. This shit no fucking joke. But let's get back into it. I think I got enough percentage of charging. You know what I mean? Alright, so let's get back to this polluted river. Since these dot heads want to talk shit about niggas, let's expose these dot heads and how they live, right? Let's go. Let's keep it going.
The composition of the liquid has changed. It doesn't have any properties of water left.
Their river is so polluted, it doesn't have any properties of water left. If you bathe in the Yamuna, you will not go to hell. You see, this is why we don't follow the other nations, right? They drink this. Do you see? This is what happens. This is why the Most High warned us not to take on wives. It's not a mandate, meaning you should never take the other wife. It's an instruction. Like your parents, when you become an adult, right? Your parents can't tell you what to do anymore. They can only suggest. And that's the same thing the Most High does. The Most High suggests. There's certain things which are law, which is like, listen, this ain't what you're supposed to do. Otherwise, there are immediate consequences. Like, for instance, eating pork or eating scavengers. There's an immediate consequence. You're dealing in a universe of cause and effect, right? A and B. If you do something, expect the result. Like, my father, we never really had conversations like that, but he was more the type to, like, bust my ass. He was a disciplinary. And one thing that stuck with me was the nigga always told me that you're to mean what you say and say what you mean. And in the sense of like, you just gotta be in, I forgot the exact point I wanted to make because I'm trying to remember the phrase, but you just gotta be on top of your mental game. It's gonna come back to me because I'm sometimes talk a lot of shit be coming in front of my mind and be just disappearing. But the reason why we're to stay away from these other nations of people is because they're women through nagging and through, you know how women are. Women will nag you to death and pester you to death until you cave in. How you think Solomon caved in and fell? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, not Solomon. Samson caved in and finally told his wife, this foreign nation chick what his weakness was. And the bitch went and cut his fucking hair off. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the same thing what happens with the other nations of people. When we reproduce with them, they go in and share their nasty traits of their culture with your children. It's not for no reason why the Most High tell us to stay away from these other nations. Some of these other nations, they look good. Every other nation of people have people that look good or people who are smart. We're not the only nation who have good-looking people. It don't work like that. But what I'm saying to you is the moral and ethical compass. That's the thing which separates the children of Israel from everybody, or supposed to, from all these other nations of people. Like, come on. Like, look.
Basically, this is the water crime.
The Yamuna River in North India begins high up in the Himalayas and teems with life for hundreds of kilometers.
But this, we only got like 12 minutes, but let me get to what I really wanted to get to. India birth defects. All right, India birth defects. So, yeah, we just gonna play one. All right, so let me. This shit is not funny. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny because it's like, it's sad because these are actual, these are fucked up vessels. You guys can't even see it. These are fucked up vessels, and these souls have to be put inside these vessels, and these vessels don't even function properly because they got that taint. You understand? They got that fucking Neanderthal, Denisovan fucking. You understand? They got that Nephilim blood in them. So it messes with whatever the vessel which comes forth. Like, look at this shit. That's sad, man. I can't even laugh at that. It's horrible. And they have a lot of these birth defects over there. Why do they have the birth defects over in this area? Let's check it out. What was the Neanderthal and Denisovan region? First off, we're going to show you the Aryan territories. Territories, right? Because we'll play it out. Let me show you the Aryan territories. Images. Okay, Aryans. Right? This is the Aryan region. Do you understand? Or let me see if I can get a better map for you. Aryan territories. Wiki. Let's see if we go. My fault. See, do you see the region here? You see this region? Let me see. Origins. Let's go. You see that? Armenia. Where's Armenia? Aren't Kim Kardashian and them from Armenia? Right? You got indigenous Aryans. Where did they come from? You see this area here? These areas here? All right, let's see where the Neanderthals come from. Now, if we're speculating that the Neanderthals are the hybrids, okay, we can look at the territories for which they occupied and we can see exactly why these Indians or these Aryans have the birth defects they have. They're the ones who are intermingling with the fucking Neanderthals and Denisovans. This is why they have so many genetic proclivities which allow you to be like this. Look at this shit. That's horrible, man. That is horrible. I can't even look at this one. Let me get something different because it's kind of crazy. In many recent years, are the millions of children born with severe birth defects, right? So the Most High is showing us in the recent times who's who. Which one of you Neanderthal fuckers and Denisovan fuckers? Which one of you guys? Where are you guys at? Oh, that's right. Let me look at your birth defects, your genetic mutations. Because if you're a non-human, you'll have genetic mutations, right? Isn't that what we've been teaching like the last 2 years, right? The SLC 452 gene allele, right? It's not only about pale skin, baby. Let's go. Never talk shit about Negroes. You can never talk shit about black people. That cleft lip, never talk shit about black people. Don't you ever, in your life, talk shit about Israelites. You nasty motherfuckers. Birth defects caused by negative environmental status. Yeah, it's called fucking Neanderthals and Denisovans in your past history. Right? Let's go. Never talk shit about black people. You are genetically inferior to us. Cleft lips, cleft palate, heart defects, abnormal limbs, club foots. Birth defects are identified as structural or functional abnormalities, mutations, including metabolic disorders. Everything is wrong with y'all. Alright, so fuck all that writing. Let's get back to these pictures, nigga. Let's get back to these pictures, boy. In India, birth defects prevalence varies from 61 to 69.9 out of 1,000. I gotta laugh. 69 out of 1,000? Bruh. You shooting 7% at the hip, nigga. That it's not funny because it's sad, but at the same time, y'all niggas talk way too much shit about our people for me not to laugh in your face. This nigga got an asshole coming out his goddamn stomach. You got a fucking asshole and a pair of legs coming out his damn chest. And this nigga will say, at least I'm not a nigger. Well, at least I'm not a nigger. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man. Look at y'all. Look at how y'all live, and you have the nerve to talk shit about American black people. You come over from these dirty ass places and you come over here, and because a white man gives you your opportunities, you think you're better than us. Man got a whole asshole coming out his goddamn chest. Fucking Nephilim. Look at this shit. Look at that nigga crusty mad rat shit on the bottom of his foot. Look at that mad rat shit on the bottom of his foot. Nigga, that's not calluses. This nigga just ain't taking shit. That's her. That's her feet, nigga. Look at this shit. Nigga surviving rat shit. Look at this. Y'all live horrible lives where y'all from. Have the nerve to talk shit about black people. Shit is crazy because it's like you want to show mercy, but you can't because it's all these motherfuckers be doing. Hold up. How much time we got left? What we got left? We got 5 minutes left. Let's get some more birth defects in, man.
A woman
y'all talking shit.
has abandoned her newborn baby because she...
Look at this shit, nigga. Nick came... Who? How you give birth to that? How you get... I'm sorry, son. Son. Oh, these people have the nerve to talk shit about black people, man.
Looked like an alien baby with thick white skin, red eyes and reversed lips. The baby was born at a government hospital in Patna district on Saturday. The
Son.
woman, who doesn't want to be identified, is a resident of Azimnagar under Paliganj block in Patna. The baby's parents own a shoe shop in local Paliganj market. I am shocked and shattered. I don't want to keep her at home, the woman told the media today.
See?
She said she didn't have any idea as to how this happened. I wanted to be a mother of a beautiful and healthy baby, be it a boy or a girl, but I'm shocked at this turn of events.
What the fuck?
Said the 28-year-old
what the fuck is that?
Woman who has shunned the baby. Although the mother took the baby home after the birth, she is unwilling to keep the baby with her. Villagers gathered at the hospital to see the baby soon after the news of her birth spread. The crowd has been thronging the house of the woman for a glimpse of the girl. A doctor who was involved in the delivery of the baby said the newborn could be suffering from harlequin ichthyosis, which causes widespread and persistent thick, dry, fish scale skin.
Did you hear what he just said? There's a specific disease or genetic mutation which produces thick what? Listen.
There was no problem during delivery of the baby. The baby, who weighed 2.5 kilograms, even cried after birth, said Dr. Shivlal Chaudhary, who was involved in the delivery.
Niggas said looking like government cheese.
Has such deformity. According to him, it was a premature birth as the baby was born after 32 weeks, in ichthyosis. Babies said the newborn could be suffering from harlequin ichthyosis.
Harlequin ichthyosis, whatever that is. Somebody find that out. Oh, fish gills.
It causes widespread and persistent thick, dry, fish scale skin.
Fish scale skin. Fucking reptile baby. Nigga out there fucking with reptilians.
Spread. The crowd has been thronging the house of the woman.
But motherfuckers have the nerve. Niggas be having the nerve to talk shit about black people. The nerve. And you niggas be giving birth to shit like that. That's within your genetic structure, your genetic pool. You understand? So, niggas, you should be able to defend yourself against